Lance Russell and Dave Brown, and we're right along ringside. We're ready for it to explode on another championship wrestling. David.
We're ready. We're going to explode with J.T. Southern in here in the opening match of the day. Following that, we'll have the Mod Squad. They'll be teamed with a guy, Mr. Universe. Big guy. He will be their teammate today. A little bit later on, Sato and Goto, the Japanese team with Tojo Yamamoto. Jerry Lawler, the king himself, will be here. And then we've got more matches coming up later on today, too. Lots of action.
Golly, I'll tell you what, it sounds like we got a whale of a start on a good day, and we're going to get ready for it. You stay right where you are. We're going to take time out and be back with our opening bout with J.T. Southern in just a moment. The officials.
All right, it's going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Going against J.T. out of Memphis, Tennessee, 219 pounds, Mike Murphy, and J.T. Southern from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 238 pounds. Bell sounds, and here we go. J.T. Southern. Boy, he's looked good since he's been in the area.
He sure has. Murphy locks up, fires a right, misses it. J.T. whips him into the rope. Power slams him in the center of the ring. 2, 3, and that's history. Goodness gracious. We didn't hardly get a good solid look at J.T. Southern, brother. I'll tell you what. That was so fast it almost didn't get on tape, but I'll guarantee you what, you saw it. J.T. ducked under the right hand, whipped him across the ring, took him right off the ropes, and look at here at this power slam as he scoops him up in the air and slams him down into
the television show. Is it? Get over here, Lance.
J.T., just wait a minute. What was the official time, David?
14 seconds.
14 seconds, J.D. Costello. I'm not complaining except for you interrupting when we're talking about...
What is this? You know, anybody can come out here and beat that geek off the street, Lance Russell. I could do it in 30 seconds. You could even do it in 30 seconds. Dave, I doubt if you could do it, maybe 35 seconds. You know, J.T. Southern, I wouldn't even allow him to lace our boots. I wouldn't allow him to do it, Lance Russell, because he couldn't do it. Not J.T. Southern, not J.T. Southern. That's why I introduced J.D. Costello's Triple Threat Challenge. You know, $5,000 isn't a lot of money to me, but I'm sure it is to all these illiterate, irresponsible fans that we have in this area.
J.D., a lot of the people do not know what this $5,000 triple challenge is.
Well, let's see if you've got a little sense this morning. Let's see if you can explain it.
As I understand it, this is an editorial comment. You've got a bad bet going, my friend, because the way this triple challenge is, it is a $5,000 triple challenge. You have said, give me the Nightmares and their honorary nightmare, J.T. Southern, in single matches against the Mod Squad, and they're going to win all of the bouts, or you are going to throw $5,000 out to the people. Is that correct?
Exactly. What is $5,000 to me? You know, I don't care. You know what I ought to do? You know, first off, Lance Russell, that was very good. You got it just right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, J.D.
Yes, but you know, I might even take out a couple of $100 and throw it out if we win anyway. Because, man, week after week after week, I go to these matches and I see these people, they don't even have T-shirts. They've got mud all over them. They don't even wear shoes. They've got red clay all over them. You know, I love my job, but the worst thing about it is having to walk up to the ring, and you have to hold your nose the whole match, Lance Russell. You have to, because it's just terrible. I wish they had ventilation.
Okay, let's get back to business, J.D., and none of these comments like that. I know you got Danny Davis and Ken Wayne with the Mod Squad Spike and Basher. Who in the world is going to take care of J.T. Southern?
Let me introduce to the wrestling world Mr. Universe. Come on out here, Mr. Universe.
Yeah, we saw
right
the
now.
name. Who is it?
I won't hit. Names are not important when you see this man. This man has one of the most beautiful bodies that I've ever seen in my entire life, Lance Russell. Mr. Universe, 285 pounds of muscle, steel, and bone. Very little brain. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Mr. Universe.
Now, he is a big one. There's no two ways about that.
Mr. Universe versus JT Southern. Now, do you think there's a chance? There's a chance in the world. Look at that. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Look at that, Lance Russell. Isn't that the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life?
He's big.
JD Costello's Triple Threat Challenge. Mr. Universe versus JT Southern. Spike and Basher versus the
They're going to have to win all three in single matches, or you are $5,000 poor that you're going to throw out to the crowd.
Well, I've got more money than they've got in Fort Knox. What is it?
Oh, so you're planning on losing it, and it's a good thing.
Look at isn't that great? Isn't that great?
Okay. Well, that's it, Lance. We've got a $5,000 triple challenge.
And right now we're going to the ring to take care of a little business.
I certainly hope so. Okay, Davey.
All right, we've got a 6-man tag team match coming up here. One fall, 10-minute time limit. On one side of the ring, 658 pounds of total weight, Jerry Garmen, Benny Traylor, David Haskins. And on the other side, it's the team of the Mod Squad, Spike and Basher, and their partner in this match, Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe weighs in at 285. Mod Squad,
a big one, isn't he?
Mod Squad big, too. They have a total weight of about 490, 491. A large team over here on this side of the ring going against Garmen, Traylor, and Haskins on the other.
Biggest man on the far side of the ring, David Haskins, starting out, and Mr. Universe, that's the only name we got from JD. Mr. Universe chucks him back there with no problems whatsoever.
I hear reports from the dressing room that JT Southern is trying to commit suicide right now after he saw Mr. Universe, Lance Russell.
Well, don't believe everything you hear, JD.
From the Nightmares, because of the Mod Squad, they've been put on the most endangered species list, and that's right above Jerry Lee Lewis in the state of Tennessee.
Nothing like a good chuckle with J.D. Costello. Standing side headlock, David Haskins. Over in the corner, a couple of guys who aren't the biggest in the world, but they're good, tough young men. Jerry Garmen and Benny Traylor, the partners of Haskins. There's a tag. Jerry comes in. And Spike takes over for this side of the ring. Whip. Ooh. Good night. Boy, what in the world? I couldn't see it for Basher. He looked like he speared him with his head or his shoulder.
With his shoulder, he did. He just stopped him right in his tracks with his shoulder as he flew into it.
Basher took the tag and is over there, down hard and dropping down. Basher on Jerry Garmen, and the referee breaks up the chokehold.
Tag made on Benny Traylor. Benny will be coming in here, relieves Jerry Garmen, who really did not fare well in there against the Mod Squad.
Oh, boy, look at this mismatch in size.
You know, Lance Russell, in this triple threat challenge that I invented, one of the most ingenious ideas of professional wrestling.
JD, you want an honest answer? I'll tell you what I think. I think you got a bad bet. That's all I can.
You know, Lance Russell, all I hear is complaint from the Nightmares, you know, that when we're in a tag team match, that we cheat, we do everything we can to win. I thought we would exhibit each individual's, you know what I'm saying, their identity, and let them get into the ring one at a time to take them on. Yeah, I'm not going to interfere in any of the matches. I'm going to let Spike take on Danny Davis. I'm going to let Basher take on Ken Wayne. And Mr. Universe take on JT Southern. It's going to be an equal test of strength to see who comes out on top.
This is one time, and I hesitate to say it, but you and I are on the same side of the fence. I think it's a good idea to see the individual test in the single matches. I'm not so sure I'd want to be in your shoes and have $5,000 riding on your guys winning all three matches.
Like I said, Lance Russell, $5,000 is very much money to me, and I'll be more than happy to throw it out to ringside to whoever can grab it. I'll throw it out in $10 bills.
Yeah, the last time we had money thrown out at ringside that I saw, we almost had a riot there, and you're talking about throwing $5,000 out there. there.
Well, I don't care if all the fans stampede one another. I'm going to be in the ring, and I'm going to have police security, so that's all that's important to me. Maybe we'll get rid of some of these fans around here.
It sounds to me like, David, that JD has already reconciled himself that he's going to be $5,000 poorer.
Yeah, he is talking that way, and I don't know. I think you're right. I think he's got a bad bet going.
He's got a bad bet.
He's got to win 3. His team has to win 3 separate matches, and that's not ever easy to do, especially against the competition he's talking about.
Mr. Universe pounded down hard and got Benny Traylor and put him down hard on the deck. He now picks him back up. Referee Jerry Calhoun watching. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Boy, he is large all the way. And this is no small featherweight that's in there right now. Spike picking Benny Traylor up, rushes him over to the rope, whips him back across, backdrops Traylor, and down he is. Tag on Basher. Up on the second rope goes Basher after the tag. There's a whip on Traylor. Into the air. Catches him with a clothesline right off the second rope. Bangs him down. 1, 2. Didn't pin him.
No,
picked him up. There's a tag on Mr. Universe. He had the 3. He had him down because Benny was nailed hard off of it. And in the air with a bear hug, this huge Mr. Universe.
You might as well ring the bell right now. There you go.
Jerry Garmen had to give it up. Got him in that big bear hug, and submission is what we've got. Now the referee trying to get Mr. Universe to turn him loose. Jerry Garmen long since has given up the match. So it's going to be the victory for Mr. Universe, the Mod Squad, and dancing around in the ring in the red sport coat, J.D. Costello. 4:39 the time.
That's the time. That's the victory. We'll take time out and be back in just a moment. Still some more of that big action. We're going to climb back in the ring here on Championship Wrestling in just a moment. Looking at a doggone good-looking card coming up for Evansville. 6 outstanding matches at the Coliseum, and that's going to include J.D. Costello's triple challenge for $5,000. If all of his 3 guys don't win, $5,000 out to the crowd. In addition to that, a kendo stick lumberjack match. Never have seen one of those. You'll enjoy that one. And a Southern Heavyweight Championship match when young Paul Diamond out of Canada will be challenging the awesome force of Bam Bigelow, and he'll have manager Larry Sharpe coming in here right now. You got a young contender, but I would give you simple advice: don't take him too lightly, Larry.
Do I look like a fool, Lance Russell? We don't take anybody lightly. Let me tell you something, Paul Diamond, you're getting a chance of a lifetime, and don't you let me down, because I promised Bam Bigelow I'm going to get him the best talent there is. Now, boy, this is your chance to step up and act like a man. We're looking forward to you getting in the ring with Bam Bigelow. No, we're not going to take it lightly. No, we're not going to take it easy on you. We're looking for you. We're going to give you our best shot because we want your best shot. We don't want excuses. What do you want, Bam?
Where's my belt?
Your belt?
My belt!
What'd you do with it?
I don't know!
Look for it. Now, like I'm telling you, Paul Diamond, you want this belt, get in the ring. You know something? Deep down inside, I want you to pull yourself together. Go to Evansville. Get those people behind you. All right, our champion. You know what? Give him a smile, Bam. We just might take a diamond for this, too.
You hear it from Larry Sharpe talking about Bam, who'll be defending against Paul Diamond. Well, I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen him, it is worth a price of admission just to come out and see this very large man who holds that title in action. He'll be going against Paul Diamond on a whole card of outstanding action Wednesday night. We're ready for the next action bout coming up here. It'll be a tag team match, non-title match, in which the international tag champions, Akio, Sato, and Tarzan Goto, will be in action. Yamamoto is out here, and we're about ready to go, David.
All right, this match will be 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. 425 pounds the total weight from Springfield, Tennessee, Tracy Smothers, and his partner today from Huntsville, Alabama, David Baker. Going against him at a total of 450, the international champion Sato and Goto, Tojo Yamamoto, with kendo stick in hand in the corner over here. Tracy Smothers starting. Sato, whoa, puts him into the ropes, and something snapped in there. As far as the ring is concerned, something broke one of the supports. So the rings are kind of flopping, the ropes are kind of flopping around up there. Could be important as the match goes on. Tracy Smothers back to the corner, makes the tag on his partner. And your first look at David Baker. Baker wrapping up the left arm. Sato grabs a handful of hair, dropped into the mat. Little double team by the Japanese team as Tojo Yamamoto had distracted the referee. Tarzan Goto. Ooh, what a chop. David Baker hit the mat, but bounced right back to his feet. Tried to chop himself, didn't get far with it. A headbutt by Tarzan Goto, and Baker was again put off his feet. Now into the boot, the bottom of it, by Akio Sato. Sato. Body slams in. Tojo just out of camera range over to your left here, just nodding his head as he approves the move so far of his team. There you can see him out at ringside.
Young fellow's getting some valuable experience, Dave, but he's a little over his head in here with Sato and Goto. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Give him credit for that.
Able to break it at the 2 count. We're at 2 minutes in the match. Baker looking for the corner. There's Tojo Yamamoto with an eye on everything going on. You better believe in that ring. A body slam. David Baker has really been bounced on that mat a bunch of times in this match. Akio Sato back in. Oh, he snaps a reverse neck breaker on it.
I believe that's the first time I've seen him use that particular hold. He is he's very capable, very talented wrestler with a lousy attitude.
Baker trying to chop his way back to the corner, but he's hit with a kick. Sato and Goto make the exchange. Goto in there. Plants the boot to the midsection repeatedly. David Baker hanging onto the ropes. He's all the way across the ring. And back on his feet now.
Tojo was walking around there with that kendo stick cocked and ready. I thought he was going to cut loose on him. I think the referee stopped him.
Baker close to the tag. Doesn't quite get it. Tracy Smothers really trying to get the tag on him. Now in the corner. Bounced out of there, though, and no tag was made. Baker has to stay in. Boy, he badly needs to get a tag on Tracy. Not only has he been in there a long time, Tracy, the bigger of the two in that corner. Good move by Baker. Can he get the tag? He's about 3 feet away from it. They're reaching, and they got it. Tracy Smothers going after both of them. Now both of them after him. Goto to the corner, tags Sato. He comes in, grabs Tracy Smothers, backs him to the turnbuckle, fires him across the way. Smothers moves, he gets to the corner and tags David Baker. Tag may have been too soon. Baker may not have had much time to recuperate over there. Enough time. He didn't have much, that's for sure. There's a cover, count of 2. David Baker kicks out of it at the 2 count. 4 minutes, 15 seconds gone.
He's back in there trying and doing the best he can as Sato sets him up with a side kick. Covers him 1, 2. Yeah, he got him.
4 minutes, 30 seconds the time. Akio Sato, Tarzan Goto with Tojo Yamamoto in their corner. The victors in the match. Tracy Smothers and David Baker gave them quite a battle, but just not enough. The winners again, Sato and Goto in 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
Well, the international tag champs held on to their prestige by defeating rather easily the team of Tracy Smothers and David Baker, but it's a far cry from going against the exciting challenge that they've received from Jeff Jarrett and Pat Tanaka. Tojo, we're going to give you all the time in the world, but before you get into it, I want you to take time and listen to what Jarrett had to say about the Kendo Lumberjack match that is in the offing for your champions. Let's listen to Jerry.
You know, it seems like it's only been a couple of years ago that I started in the wrestling business. It's been a lot more than that. But when I first got started, Jackie Fargo sat me down and he said, Jerry, you'll be going on television all over the country and you'll be talking to the fans. And when you talk to them, don't ever tell them anything that you can't live up to. Don't ever say, for sure, I'm going to win a match unless you can win it. Because they'll get real down on you real quick if you say something and you don't live up to it, and that's understandable. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been saying that I was going to come out and I was going to help Jeff and Pat Tanaka get the international title. And, well, I don't guess I helped them enough. I've gotten to Tojo. He's got a few knots on the side of his head. But the matches have either ended in a disqualification or Jeff and Pat have lost. So I haven't been much help. So I'm not going to stand out here today and I'm going to tell you that come down to the matches next week and Pat and Jeff are for sure going to be the international champions. Because I don't know what can happen in a wrestling match. I know that I'm going to try all that I can, and I know Pat and Jeff have more heart than any two kids I've ever seen. They're going to be giving it their all. But there's one thing I can tell you. We've asked for a match in which Tojo, Yamamoto, and myself are the Lumberjacks. We're both going to have a stick. And it's going to be legal. You won't be able to get disqualified for using the stick as long as you don't come into the ring. Now, Tojo, Yamamoto, that means you're on the floor all night long, and I am. So I am going to promise the fans one thing. Tojo, you're going to get a beating that won't quit because it'll be legal. Now, I can promise that, and I can live up to it.
Well, there it is. Very straightforward. Jarrett talking about it, and he's talking about the Kendo Lumberjack match that will be coming up in the coming week, Tojo.
Well, first thing I want to say, Mr. Lance Russell, Jarrett, all he do is listen to the wrong guy. He listen to Jackie Fargo, and then what, we try to hurt me, and you can see the tape that we didn't do nothing. We legally won. We won unanimously. Now, Jarrett, look, his son, his retarded son, and Pat Tanaka, they can wrestle. They cry, and they want the daddy to help him. I don't want to see. If I had a daddy, I won't let my daddy come interfere in any kind of match. And now they want a Japanese kendo stick match. You think my boys will run away outside to the ring? Retarded Jarrett and Pat Tanaka is the one afraid and trying to run away from our boys. If they want to wrestle, stay right inside. Because I tell you what, my boys is not going outside run away. His boys going outside run away. I'm going to keep the retarded Jarrett inside the ring. That's how we get the kendo.
Well, it will be legal to use the kendo. What is he talking about?
Never mind. Mind your own business. Sato-san.
You know, I don't mind a Jarrett by the ringside. I'm not worried about anything about that. The main Goto, no way they can beat us. We're going to be state champion forever. No way, those two punks not going to beat us.
Well, you understand that anybody who hits the floor, Tojo and Jarrett can use that without disqualification.
What Jarrett try to do is he try to destroy me, he try to kill me, because I don't do nothing in the ring. You know that. I never try to interfere in my match. But Jarrett, you know that you got one eye. And I tell you what, my boy's going to take out the other eye. We make you one-eye bandit.
Can you keep him quiet sometime? All right, we'll be back in just a minute. Seconds your time, my friend, to tell you about Thursday, August 21st at Cadiz, Kentucky at the Trigg County High School. Sponsors the athletic booster, and the tickets are on sale at the high school. Saturday, August the 23rd, Springfield, Tennessee at the Center. The tickets will be on sale at the Center. That's for Saturday, August the 23rd. All right, let's take a look at Wednesday and talk about the entire card coming up. 6 outstanding bouts, opening up with Tracy Smothers going against Ron Sexton. Then you got J.D. Costello's triple challenge for $5,000. Now, the way this works is Spike, Basher, and Mr. Universe will be going in single matches against the Nightmares and J.T. Southern. He's got to win all of the 3 matches or he's going to be tossing $5 grand out at ringside. Southern Heavyweight Championship, Bam Bam takes on Paul Diamond in defense. Kendo Lumberjack match, it's going to be Jarrett and Tanaka against Sato and Goto. Okay, we're about ready to go with our next piece of action. They're tightening up the ropes, having fixed the cross cables under the ring, and we still have yet to get the ring ropes tight. But our participants for the next bout will be there in the ring. So, Dave, let's do the official introductions, and then we'll see if they don't have them tightened by then.
Yeah, they're getting pretty close here. This is going to be a single match, 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. Introducing a brand new face on Championship Wrestling from Miami, Florida. He weighs in at 220 pounds. Juicy Johnny. That's him on the left of the screen there. And across the way on the right-hand side of the screen from Memphis, Tennessee at 234 pounds, the King, Jerry Lawler. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, and I think we're set to go.
Well, they're topping it off as we get the bell sounded. The referee said, ring the bell, and Lawler says, wait a minute, I want to get this guy off the ring apron over there. And we're about to get that top rope tightened up and ready to go. So, Juicy Johnny.
Yeah, out of Miami, Florida.
All the years that we've been looking at, I don't think I've ever run across a name exactly like that.
I don't either. I guess the closest was, wasn't it Luscious Johnny?
Yeah.
Valiant? Yeah.
Luscious Johnny Valiant. Yeah, but we at least had a last name here.
We don't. Yeah,
just Juicy Johnny.
That's all we know.
Well, Johnny's his last name. Juicy's his first name. What else?
He's going against the King, Jerry Lawler. Johnny weighing in about 14 pounds less than the King. He yanked his hair, pulled him down to the mat. The referee was right there. And Johnny's, yeah, you're right, I pulled his hair. Lawler says, well, he admitted it. Don't let him get away with it. But the referee says, let's wrestle. Come on. This time, Lawler gets to his feet and has that right hand pulled back and ready to let it fly.
Juicy didn't make any bones about it. He was right in front of the referee when he reached up and grabbed the hair.
One difference this time, though, he said, hey, but he pulled my hair. Well, I didn't see that. I don't know, but that was Johnny's excuse that time.
He may be trying to get disqualified.
That might be the best thing that could happen to him because he has made the King mad. He's been pulling his hair, and now Lawler is just grabbing a fistful every chance he gets. And Juicy Johnny is out of the ring now, down on the floor. He had his hair pulled about 6 or 8 times in a row as Lawler decided it was time to get even and show him that 2 can play that game if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, Lawler is the master of that also. He adds that among his long, long list of things that he does well. And get rough and tough and down and dirty, that's right up there at the top of the list. Ooh, rake Lawler across the eye. And the elbow is followed by a right hand. Lawler is covered one. And that's all. Crowd getting into the match. So here we go.
As strap comes down, look out, Juicy Johnny. Pair of right hands, the head into the top turnbuckle, time and time again. Johnny whipped into the rope. Upper arm as he came off of there, and Lawler up on the middle rope. That's going to do it. I can almost guarantee it. Count is 3. At 3 minutes and 30 seconds, Juicy Johnny had his moment in the sun. as he was really making things tough on the King, pulling hair and hitting him with a fist. But then look what happens. As Lawler comes off the middle rope, he's got that right hand, and bow! That's it. He just stays there for the count of 3, and the King wins it in 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay, that takes care of 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the King coming through with a victory over Juicy Johnny. Now, we've got a handicap match. So, with the sound of Jaws coming in, the Beast from the East, the new Southern Heavyweight title holder, Bam Bigelow, and Larry Sharpe come strolling in, their opponents into the ring right now.
It's going to be a handicap match here. Jamison and David Johnson, both of them will be going against Bam Bigelow. Now, in these handicap matches, we've had a couple of different sets of rules. Sometimes it was one at a time, and sometimes it was both of them in there at the same time against Bigelow. And I don't know, it looks like that's the stipulation today.
I think that's the way Bam prefers it.
Yeah.
He thinks it makes him a bigger man, and so here we go. Bell time. Bam with 2 of them going in there against him, and they're both in the ring at the same time.
Now, that's a real champion for you. You know, I just saw Jerry Lawler out here a couple of minutes ago wrestling a man. Now, I never seen a man before. I don't know whether he's good or whether he's bad or whether he's a rookie. But I would say, knowing Lawler, he would say the man's undefeated. But that's because he's never had a match. Bam, on the other hand, the champion's champion, takes 2 men at a time, week after week, and manhandles them. And you know what? You know what's really got us upset? He don't like it any more than I do. Handcuffing me. Who has the audacity to want to cuff my hand to the bottom rope? What do they think that's going to prove, other than make Bam Bigelow madder than he already is?
I think the whole situation is it's such an important match with title against title that they want to be sure you don't interfere, Larry.
I never interfere, number one. All I need to do is be at ringside and give instructions to Bam Bigelow. And I will be there, handcuffed. That's even better, because I don't have to get too far away from him. I'll be right there. He'll have his eye on me. I'll have my eye on him. All I can say is now we're going to have to carry around 2 championship belts.
Bigelow has David Johnson in there, and there's that big splash.
Right there.
He didn't pin him. I don't know why.
Because you don't feel like it. Like I told you before, we don't care about disqualifications. We don't care about wins and losses. We care about destruction. This is what you're seeing right now. Slamming! Yes! Yes, indeed. Give him that big splash, Bammer. Give him that big splash that nobody in the world will stop you from, because we like to see it. It's so much fun. Yes, indeed. That's exactly right.
He just jammed. Lawler! Oh, he rattles him with a chair. It doesn't even knock him off his feet. The King nailed with a clothesline and dumped him right over the ropes on the floor. Lawler blasted him. Bigelow, this is a rare one. He will win that one on a disqualification. Yeah. Not that he needed it. The referee trying to keep Jerry out of there.
Jerry's got the chair again and starting back to the ring, but Calhoun says, all of you get out of here. The match is over, and Jamison and Johnson have lost it due to Lawler coming in and interfering. So Bam Bigelow and Larry Sharpe get the win. Minute 59 the time, and they are restraining Lawler.
Man, are you believing that? Lawler took a full clean shot and nailed Bam right in the head, and all it did was get his attention.
Yeah.
He just turned around. Who was it? Good night. There's the Southern Heavyweight champ. Winner in this one by disqualification. We'll take time out, and we'll be back in a moment.
Set to go with 6-man tag team action here. Coming in right now, Steve Roberson with Rough and Ready and their manager, Boss Winners. Across the way, it is Pat Tanaka, Jeff Jarrett, and Paul Diamond. 6-man tag team action coming up here. Referee Jerry Calhoun saying, okay, let's get the warm-up jackets off and let's get it to 1 against 1. And get it going. Looks like Paul Diamond's going to be starting for his team. And across the way, rough and ready. Rough down to the mat, Paul Diamond. Picks him up in the air, straight up in the air, drops him down on his back. Diamond and Jeff Jarrett double up on him. Jeff Jarrett stays in there after the tag had been made when Paul was back in the corner. There was a double team, boss winner, no doubt about it. I got to give you that. Rough and ready made the tag, and Jeff Jarrett grabs the left arm, puts a bar on it. He reaches for the tag on his tag team partner, Pat Tanaka. Pat out of Hawaii. Ooh. Boy, this Tanaka really has a powerful chop. Into the turnbuckles. And Keith Roberson looked a little hesitant to take the tag. Did he or did he not? Yeah, I think the tag was made. No, Keith Roberson did not take the tag. He's explaining to Boss Winter that, no, he's too good looking to go in there and get involved in this match. And Rough and Ready now over in the corner. And they're saying, wait a minute. You send us in there, but you won't step in the ring. Well, Roberson with first-class lesson here on how not to win friends. There's a tag made by Pat Tanaka. Paul Diamond in. 2 minutes, 15 seconds gone in the match. Diamond back into the corner. And now Keith Roberson does take the tag. He steps in against Paul Diamond. Diamond caught him with a knee lift. He rolls his head into the turnbuckle across the way. Makes the tag. Pat Tanaka in with a chop. Jeff Jarrett hanging on to it from outside. Tanaka with a headbutt, and that sends Roberson to the corner. And he makes the tag on Rough again. Tag on Jeff Jarrett. Tanaka sent him into the rope. Jeff presses him to the mat. 2, 3, got it. Jeff Jarrett, Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond putting it together with a terrific victory here over the team of Rough and Ready and Keith Roberson. Roberson creating a little dissension on the team when one time he refused to go in there after a tag. But he eventually did go in. And as it all ends up, though, the team of Tanaka, Jeff Jarrett, and Paul Diamond have the victory in 3 minutes, 5 seconds of action. 3:05.
Got it. 3:05, Brother Dave. And right now, I talked during the week to promoter Eddie Marlin, and I thought it would be a good idea if Eddie would come out here and just say what we were talking about to you folks. Eddie, thanks for coming out.
I'd like to get Fire and Flame to come out here, Lance. I know they're listening back to back. If y'all just come right out here just a second.
Yeah, there they are right there. First time they've been back here since Eddie banned them from here.
Well, first thing I want to tell you and all the fans, Fire and Flame already knows it. This incident that happened in the studio concerning the fans, they were fined $1,500 each. What took place out in the parking lot concerning my car, they was fined $500 each. Billy Spears has been suspended. He's no longer with Fire and Flame. The only reason they wasn't suspended, that they have our tag team belts. Now I want to make one thing clear to them. Y'all want to wrestle on the studio matches. You can wrestle if every time you wrestle here, you put up the belts. Now next week, if you're assigned to wrestle here, and between now and then you lose the belt, forget it. Just keep going. And you will not know your opponents. I will sign your opponents, and you will not know them until you step foot in that ring. If you want to wrestle under those conditions, you can be here next week if you have the belts. If not, just hit the trail.
Well, there's the...
You know something, Lance? Stay here, Eddie Marlin. I want to talk to you a minute. Don't run off. I listen to you like you're supposed to listen to me now. I've wrestled all over the world, brother, and I mean around the globe. In different countries, you understand what I'm saying? And I've worked for some of the greatest promoters in this business, and to have to say that you're not one of them, brother. When you come out here and you put a stipulation on the Southern Heavyweight Tag Team belts that we have to defend these belts every time we step on TV, not knowing who our opponents are, brother.
Let me interrupt you 1 minute. You don't have to defend them on TV. All you have to do, you can forfeit them right now and put them on that desk, and you can go travel all over the world.
Hey, brother, I'll not make your life that easy, Eddie Martin. I'm going to make your life miserable, brother, because what you've done right here is you're going to force one of the most incredible win-loss records ever on the history of your territory, brother, on these belts right here. Because it takes 10 years to keep this belt, that's what I'll do. I don't care who you get, Eddie Marlin. You understand? Because we've been around the world, brother. You just name them, you put them right in that ring against us. You just bring them on. And let me tell you something else. You remind me of a kid who got hot because his football game didn't go like he wanted it, and he took his football game and went home. Well, brother, you're going to look at it for a long time.
Well, there is the stipulations. You heard what Fire and Flame had to say. You also heard what Eddie Marlin said. The stipulations, they'll be defending every week, or they won't be here. And if they lose them, forget it. They're gone. Billy Spears is gone. Will not be here with them suspended. We'll take time out. We got more action coming up in just a moment. Evansville, Wednesday night at the Coliseum. 6 outstanding matches. And, brother, I'll tell you, you're going to see an array of action coming into Evansville on Wednesday night. Kendo stick lumberjack match is going to be interesting. Jeff Jarrett and Pat Tanaka will be going against Sato and Goto, the international champs. Tojo will be on the outside with them. And Jerry Jarrett on the other side with Jeff and Pat Tanaka. Now, each one, Jerry and Tojo, will have kendo sticks, and it is legal to use them down on the floor around the ring. It's a kendo stick lumberjack match. That is going to be a lot of action in that one. Bam Bigelow. Well, Paul Diamond has got his work cut out for him. He gets the chance at the Southern Heavyweight title match when Paul goes against Bam for it. And let me tell you about JD's triple challenge for $5,000. If we can get the guys in here. JD Costello has said that Spike Basher and Mr. Universe can beat the Nightmares and JT Southern in single matches. That means he will win all 3 matches. If he loses just one, he throws $5,000 to the crowd.
You said it just exactly right, Lance. He has got to beat not 1, not 2, but all 3 of us. You know, there is a remote possibility that he can beat one of us, possibly even 2 of us. But there is no way on God's green earth that he can beat all 3 of us. And what you're going to have to do is, if you don't beat all 3 of us, is throw $5,000 out to the fans, and we know there's going to be a lot of fans there. That's right, there's going to be a lot of fans there, but you know, don't get in my way, because I'm going to have a ringside seat, because I won't part of that $5,000. Yeah, it's at the ticket, baby. That's right, brother. Mr. Universe is going down, the money's going out. Be there, we'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Is that going to be exciting? $5,000 going to be pitched out. He's got a bad bet on the surface of it. He is too blind to realize it. He's got to beat all 3 matches. We're going to be looking forward to a big night of action Wednesday night right there in Evansville. You come on.
Going to the expiration of time. The Rocksteady Crew, a total weight of 436 pounds, going against the 468-pound total weight Memphis Vice. Rocksteady Crew, King Cobra and Ira Reese, and on the other side, the Memphis Vice, Big Lou Winston and Jerry Bryant. King Cobra going to be starting for the Rocksteady Crew. Jerry Bryant starts for the Memphis Vice. This should be a good match.
Oh, boy, I've been waiting for this one all day. This is a dandy. And look at that Bryant. He pops King Cobra right off and having a little high-five celebration there. And one side mare does not make a match. As that is just proof of it right there. There's 2, 3. And look at King Cobra go. He's hip tossing them. Bing, bing, bing.
He's leading them 4-1 at this point.
King Cobra.
Oh, look at this down in the corner down here. Bryant and Winston down on the floor yelling at the referee. He was pulling tight. There's no way he could have done that to us that many times without pulling our tights, and you know it. The referee's buying none of that. And here comes Bryant and Winston back up on the apron. Bryant through the ropes.
Ira Reese on the outside. Big Lou on the outside, closest to us. And King Cobra, biggest man in the ring. He and Lou are close. I think Cobra's probably got him maybe a pound. I don't know.
Yeah, they do weigh about the same height, too. Both up big guys. Rock steady crew. A little double up. Puts down first Bryant and then Lou Winston. And Ira Reese stays in there after the tag. And now we got Bryant and Winston down here in the corner again. They're having a little conference. And here they go, yelling at the referee, hey, you do see what they did to us.
They've been doing it rather regularly since this got underway. I think the last good solid move that the Memphis Vice had in their favor was the hip toss that Bryant put on King Cobra.
And that was right at the beginning of the match.
Right, first
as the
piece
bell
of
sounded.
action, right.
Ira Reese, little smile on his face, very calmly, he's just waiting. Now he's to the corner, makes the tag, and King Cobra is going to come back in here. He's going to be battling Lou Winston. That is good strategy, yeah. Let the two big guys go against each other. Rock steady crew, King Cobra and Ira Reese, the Memphis Vice. Whoa, Cobra says, that don't work this time. He held up, and look out. Lou Winston went over the ropes, and Bryant is screaming. He threw him over the top rope. He wants a disqualification and a victory, but the referee says, no, I saw it. It was his momentum that took him over the rope, and the referee says, he did not throw him over the rope. His momentum carried him over. No disqualification. Now get back in the ring. 2 minutes, 45 seconds gone right now. Much of it has been spent with the Memphis Vice down here in the corner. Complaining.
Boy, they can do that. They are the world's undisputed champions of complaining, I got to tell you.
They should definitely win a complainer award, no doubt about it. Lou Winston back in there. King Cobra wrapping him up, flipping him down, and dropping down with a lower leg across the shoulder. Cobra has tagged Ira Reese. They double up. They drop him down. Ira Reese rolls him over. Ira going against a much bigger Lou Winston. Winston hammers him with a broad arm. A big boot by Lou Winston, and Ira Reese down on the mat.
Hammers the head into the knee of Jerry Bryant, and Bryant takes it over. David, our time is running out. I hate it, but we're going to have to cut this match short because our time is out. So, time's up. That's it. That's it. It'll be a draw. Boy, we'd like to see this one at it again, as it will end in a draw between the Memphis Vice and the Rocksteady crew. We'll take time out. Be back for a final word in a moment. Wish we had about a bushel and a half more time. I'm going to let it get on that last match there. That was a good one. Yeah, it really was. Good match. We had some other good action in here today.
We did. Opening match was a good one. JT Southern took only 14 seconds to defeat Mike Murphy. It was Mod Squad and Mr. Universe. Boy, this guy is big, defeating Garmen, Traylor, and Haskins. Sato and Goto with Tojo defeating Tracy, Smothers, and David Baker. It was Jerry Lawler defeating Juicy Johnny in 3 minutes 30 seconds. Bam Bigelow won his match, believe it or not, by disqualification because Lawler interfered. So Bigelow wins by disqualification.
I got to interject in there. Lawler interfered, comes in, takes a clean shot, blasts him with a chair. And all he does is turn around and look at him. Yeah.
Rugged guy, this Bam Bigelow. Then it was Jeff Jarrett, Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond defeating Keith Roberson and Rough and Ready. And boy, that match that we just flat ran out of time with the Memphis Vice going against the rock-steady crew of King Cobra and Ira Reese. It went to a draw as time ran out.
We're going to get those 4 gentlemen booked back in here. We'll talk to Eddie about that because that was a dandy going, I got to tell you for a fact. Hey, all of our dandies are done today, but we'll be back next week. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.